Let's review what we already know. First of all, we know that a right angle is at 90 degrees. A straight angle measures exactly 180 degrees. The word complementary refers to the line segments or rays that make a corner, which is a 90-degree corner. So complementary angles are always 90 degrees. Supplementary angles are the angles that put together make a straight line or a straight angle. Therefore, supplementary angles are 180 degrees. We also know that when we know the total and one of the parts, you subtract to find the missing part. That means that when we know the two different parts or the three parts, we add to find the total altogether. Now let's put some of this information together. This is still review from last week. Well, from the last week that we were together, but a lot of things have happened, so I'm going to refresh your memory. Let's start with the complementary angles. We know that complementary angles equal 90 degrees. We have a right angle here that equals 90 degrees. I also see figure number 1, and notice I know the measure of this angle right here. They're telling us it's 55 degrees. I do not know angle A. I know the total is 90 degrees. I know one of the parts is 55 degrees. We subtract to find the missing part, and that means that angle A is 35 degrees. Let's move on to number 2. On number 2, I know the total. The total is also 90 degrees because it's a complementary angle. I know one of the parts. I know that this angle is 32 degrees. If I know the total and one of the parts, I subtract to get the difference, which is the missing part. Angle number 2 is 58 degrees. If you remember how to do this, you don't need to stick with me. You can go on ahead and do worksheet for complementary angles. I'm going to continue and do number 3. For number 3, again, I know that my total is 90 degrees because it is a right angle. I know that this angle right here is 26 degrees, so I subtract 90 minus 26 gives me the missing angle. Angle A is 64 degrees. So let's continue, except now we're going to do it with supplementary angles. Question number 1, I know the total of the two angles together. That is 180 degrees because it is a straight angle. I know one part. I know this angle here is 76 degrees. I am missing angle A. So I know the total, I know one part, I subtract to find the missing part. Bigger bottom borrow, 10 take away 6 is 4, 0, 1. Angle number 1 is 104 degrees. Let's move on to number 2. Again, I know what the total is because the angles together need to equal a 180 degree angle. That's my total, 180 degrees. Now I know this big obtuse angle right here is 144 degrees. And in order to find missing angle A, I subtract. Bigger bottom borrow again. The answer is 36 degrees. Okay, so now we need to put some of this information together. On question number 1, I can see that they're giving me the total of the entire thing. It is an 88 degree angle. This is not a complementary angle. This is not a right angle. It is an 88 degree angle. So I do know the total. It is 88 this time. Let's take a look at the rest of this information. I'm given one of the angles is 58 degrees, and I need to find missing angle A. In order to do that, we subtract to find the missing part. 8 take away 8 is nothing, and 8 take away 5 is 3. The measure for angle A is 30 degrees. Let's move over to question number 2. Question number 2 does not tell me what the entire angle is, because that is my mystery. That is what I need to figure out. What question number 2 does tell me, that this acute angle here is 36 degrees, and it's telling me that this obtuse angle is 125 degrees. I know the two parts and I need to find the total. That means I must add to get the total. 6 plus 5 is 11, 4 plus 2 is 6, and bring down the 1. The angle A, this obtuse angle right here, is 161 degrees. Let's take a look at question number 3. On question number 3, I see my mystery number here. My mystery angle is A, which represents the total of the two angles that they gave me. They gave me acute angle 62 right here, and another angle 86 degrees right here. In order to find the total of these two angles, I add to get the total. 2 plus 6 is 8. 6 plus 8 is 14. The measure of angle A is 148 degrees. And let's move on to question number 4. Since we're already here, you can finish the rest of the page on your own. Let's take a look at question number 4. On question number 4, I'm looking for the total. It is not a mystery. They gave me the total. The total of the two angles together is 98 degrees. It's an obtuse angle. Now let's see what else I know. I see that they gave me this angle right here. This part is 64 degrees, and this part is my missing angle. That's what I need to find out. So I've got my total 98 degrees. I'm going to subtract what I know. 8 take away 4 is 4, 9 take away 6 is 3. That means that my mystery angle A is 34 degrees. I hope this has helped you. If you need more Miss Arocha love, send me an email or reply on our Teams.